like I've done with the previous servers, we'll do a quick little overview of the Star Wars Galaxies Legends server, just to give everyone an idea of what this one entails. So yeah, Star Wars Galaxies Legends. It's time to choose your path, fight for a cause, become a galaxy renowned trader, all that sort of stuff. But let's say here, oops. Community and announcements, player housing, experienced player housing, the way it was meant to be, and they certainly do have that. Unique mounts and vehicles, collect all 40 mounts and vehicles, be the envy of the galaxy. Jump to light speed, space your thing, launch into space with jump to light speeds. Yes, that is the thing about this server. They do have jump to light speed enabled, so you can do that side of it all. But about Star Wars Galaxies Legends, join with Star Wars fans across the world and jump into exciting adventures 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You and your friends will travel to legendary Star Wars locations with famous faces from the films. Along the way, you can meet up with others on missions that take you across the galaxy, fighting against many familiar foes from the Star Wars universe. If combat isn't your thing, you can choose to support those fighters through crafting necessary items or providing entertainment that inspires combatants to fight harder. You've enjoyed watching the Star Wars universe for years. Now's your chance to live in it. Star Wars Galaxies, you can fight alongside Han Solo and Chewbacca, smuggle goods for Jabba the Hutt, defend Imperial stations from the ravages of the rebels, create your own player city, put yourself in the pilot seat of your favorite Star Wars ship, and more. Are you partial to the Empire or Rebellion? Take part in the Galactic Civil War. The Galactic Civil War rages on throughout space as well as on the ground below. Rebel commanders fight for control against Imperial garrisons, trying desperately to sway allegiances and control the planet. Hard-fought battles rage on with ownership of cities, in fact, whole worlds held in balance. There is constant ebb and flow in every war, and worlds change hands from day to day between Imperial and Rebel control. And yeah, that is the thing. You get to as you do the Galactic Civil War stuff, you gain control over planets, and then when you do have control, when your faction, Rebel or Imperial, have control over said planet, then that's when they garrison like the Imperial troops and stuff like that there to be able to start doing all that. But otherwise, I mean, like, there's no real things that I think they're even still they need to work on, unlike the combat upgrade server, the CU-MU that we looked at last week, or even Awakening, just because they were able to get more of the source code for the NGE side of the game than they were for earlier portions of it. I don't know why, but it just happened to be that way. Otherwise, that is the kind of general rundown of this server. I'm trying to see if there's at least just but you know what, because they do give you the expertise calculator here. Let me just kind of show that off really quick, if it's even gonna work. Might possible that I have things kind of blocking access, but that doesn't matter, because yeah, let's jump into the game now. Let me just switch over to that. But I mean, so this is the funny thing. When it came to the NGE, it came at quite a hell of a time. Like it was, we discussed it a little bit last week, 6 months after we had the combat upgrade drop, and they'd ironed things out for the combat upgrade. And for those of us, we returned, we got into it, we were enjoying it, we were having fun again, and we understood what was taking place. So then it's like, oh, we are going to be putting the game through another overhaul, and we're like, oh, freaking wonderful. But I know my friends and I, we tried to embrace it and everything. We tried to go like, okay, here we go. We'll go in with an open mind, and we did. We a buddy of mine stayed over at my place, and we basically then did a whole Star Wars marathon. We were watching from the prequels all the way through the original trilogy, and we were also trying to do everything we could to also earn certain things before the switchover, because anybody that had at least, I think, broken into Jedi, they would get like these legacy robes, the I forgot what the elder robes, I think they were. And I talked about this. They gave a good advantage for those old time players. And man, it sucked if you were fresh off the boat newbie trying to take on those players in anything like PvP or something like that. So it could be a little rough. But you know, we certainly tried to go into it with an open mind, and they were also revamped. Either they had launched Mustafar already. I can't recall exactly, but that was another thing that was being brought in. That might have been, or it might have been just before. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Dan Blackride. You're right. The Saga of One. Phantom Menace. It is the only Star Wars movie that exists. It's the only prop. Get on. But okay, here we go. Jumping, boom. All right. Here we go. And we will be creating a new character for this. Oh, crap. I can't create any more characters. All right, I have to delete one. You're going away, fishy boy. I think he was just a crafter anyways, so. Oh, I had to put it in delete. Really? All right. Delete. All right, he's been deleted. Great new character. Let's go. Dan Blackbird, the only official canon, yes. Shit. But here we go. As it was even prior, they still kept all of the races. They just really simplified things down, so now they no longer have their racial traits. So think kind of like current D&D and stuff. Like they watered it down that much. So now it is just you are picking a skin to play as. You aren't getting anything of any significance. It is just that. But I'll still be my boring old human self. Let's see if I can get away. Let's see if I can actually do the fractured filter in this server, unlike the combat upgrade server. Let's go. Casual. Oh, here we go. Outdoorsy. Yeah, let's go for the outdoors. Why not? Here we go. I'm like, I better be able to change this motherfucker. Okay. Pasty as hell. Blue eyes. Yeah, face looks fine. I think I gave, there we go. The painted on beard. I'm surprised they didn't just like put in a bunch of the hairstyles with this one. There we go. And let's just change a bit of the face there. Just kind of make it a little thinner. There we go. Okay. All right. So again, if you saw the other server plays for Star Wars Galaxies, either the combat upgrade or pre-combat upgrade, you saw a laundry list of different classes that you got to pick, but here we now have it all solidified, just down to these 9. Jedi, you got bounty hunter, you got smuggler, officer, commando, spy, traitor, medic, and entertainer. And I do know that they've added as like a thing I guess everybody can do is you can pick a oh, why am I blanking? Creature handler. You can do the creature handling a little bit. I don't know how well that works in NGE era, but it's there. So, and then piloting is basically something anybody can pick up. So, but why not? We'll go class difficulty easy. Okay, so they class skills for Jedi. This is all Jedi. Tank light side or DPS dark side, and you'll see in a moment too some of the different skill trees. Class difficulty is easy. Class skills: master precise lightsaber melee combat, harness the force to heal, protect or destroy, block and redirect incoming ranged attacks. Light side: endure heavy attacks and protect allies. Dark side: unleash devastating energy for high damage. Bounty hunter difficulty moderate. Class role: off tank, support, DPS, strong PvP. And that was the thing too, like they opened it up, and that I guess was kind of the interesting thing about NGE is that they opened up the ability for you to put bounties on anyone, especially when you were doing the Galactic Civil War stuff. If somebody killed you, especially if they didn't just incapacitate you, but they killed you, you had the option to set a player bounty on that person. So that was kind of interesting. I know I had gotten a couple of those, and I made that bounty hunter earn the fucking kill because you have to. You can't just like let them get it. But the class skills: deadly precision with rifle and carbines, track and pursuit targets across the galaxy, bounty hunting on ground or in space, snares and special abilities for crowd control, deploy traps, seeker droids, and trackers. You know what? And I just saw that they have a preview movie for these. So let's see what that. Okay, it wasn't like giving any extra dialogue or anything. It is just a preview video. Let's see what the Jedi was. The path to Jedi. Oh, they don't show the dark side, bitches. All right. So smuggler, class difficulty hard, class role DPS, group and support, or group support. Sorry. Class skills, fast draw blaster and flashy trick shots, quick and deadly with knives and fists, cunning tactics and clever tricks, buy, sell, and handle stolen or illicit items, pistol whip for close quarters shenanigans. I wonder if they still kept the low blow for you to be able to kick people in the balls. It looked like that Wookiee was taking some damage there. Officer, class role, group support, restore action, DPS, class difficulty moderate. Class skills, use ranged weapons to fight from a distance, use melee weapons for close quarters combat, enhance the combat effectiveness of allies, call in artillery or mortar strikes, provide supplies to keep your allies fighting. See what that. Of course they show the filthy rebels. Commando, class role, range DPS, area of effect damage, difficulty is easy for the commando. Class skills, use flamethrowers and other heavy weapons, use grenades to damage enemy groups, overwhelm opponents in a killing frenzy, crowd control using area of effect damage, wear strong armor. Damn, Black Red, Wookiees don't exist in real canon. They don't? Ugh. It's wild, bro. Mando. And I don't want to say it was the NGE, but it might have been End of Life C combat upgrade that they did bring in the clone armor. The episode 3 clone armor especially. Spy. Class role, ranged and melee DPS. Class difficulty, moderate. Class skills, eliminate individual targets quick and quietly. Lethal close quarters strikes under stealth. Slip past enemies unseen and unheard. Assassinate a target in a single decisive strike. Poisons to cripple and wear down foes. And that is going to be kind of the thing you'll see, is that with this version of the game, they did try to implement story and everything to follow along, especially in the start. Wow, so Trader has these other role sets. Class role, crafting and selling goods for the trader. Class skills, domestics is craft various domestic goods, including clothing, food, drinks, and desserts. Structures that you see there, craft various large constructions, including buildings, furniture, and spaceships. So that's also your player housing and stuff like that. Munitions, craft combat and military equipment, including weapons and armor. Engineering is craft high-tech items, including droids and cybernetic parts. So droids is one of the things that'll be useful for the entertainer here. And even the medics. The medics, I remember needing them as well. Dan Blackbeard says, people need to accept that the Gungans are the real heroic species of the universe. They don't respect our lore. Bastards. That's true, they don't. The Gungans sacrifice themselves so severely just to take down the Trade Federation in the fight for Naboo. They need more respect. Qui-Gon says, watching this while I'm nuking the toilet. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, preview movie. Trader. All right, medic. Difficulty, I can understand. Yeah, hard. Class role, healer and group buffs. Class skills, use ranged weapons to fight from a distance. Oh, that's what you do with ranged, huh? Restore health and vitality of all allies. Use poisons for damage over time attacks. Bring back fallen comrades from the brink. Operate to change other players' species. Really? Wild. I didn't know that they could do that. Bam! Backhanded. Entertainer has no difficulty necessarily. I would have said easy, because it's really just about going to the cantinas and just basically macroing to be on easy, to just dance and perform for people. Class skills, perform dances to entertain, play instruments to boost morale, grants buffs to enhance others. That was the thing that they brought back with the NGE, was the buffs and the stat enhancements for things, because it kind of went away when they first rolled this all out and you didn't have that, but they did eventually reinstitute it, or at least, you know, polish it up. Use martial arts to defend yourself. So they're the ones that got Terrace Kasi and stuff. But yeah, class role, buffs, and social. Qui-Gon's asking, is Empire Divided expansion included in this? So it's Empire Divided, jump to light speed, whatever it was for Kashyyyk, and Trials of Obi-Wan for Mustafar. So yeah, it's all in there. Damn, Dad Blackbird, a private dancer, a dancer for money. You didn't hear some of my stories from it was either when I played the Star Wars Awakening server or Star Wars Combat or the Combat Upgrade server last week. But yeah, private things happen with people, between people in this game. Some private roleplay sessions, let's say. People had their fun. Yeah, let's see the preview movie for this now. But yeah, people had their fun. They did things. In fact, I think go back to after this stream, go back to episode 1 and hear some of the stories there. But okay, I'm gonna be boring. I'm kind of tempted on the commando part just for the flamethrower. But I think I'll just stick with being a little old Jedi because I like my vroom vroom glow sticks. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars! Qui-Gon's asking, which operating system does this work on, or is this on Steam? So, I mean, I think you could still purchase the game through Steam and install it, and then you just install any of the mods that I link, or any of the emulated servers that I link to in the description here. So for this server I have it, for the other 2 servers I have it on the other 2 episodes of Respawn Roast Cantina, so you can go back and get those links. And then the install process is very easy and very simple to follow. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still buy it off of Steam, but there are, if you wanted to get like physical copies, I believe they're out there on Amazon and eBay. I have thought about getting the collector's edition off of eBay and stuff like that, but this will work. This should work on Windows 10, Windows 11. I don't know about Windows 7. I would imagine so, but it should work on those operating systems. I don't know about Linux or Mac. So if you use either of those 2, I'm not 100% sure. But like I said, it will have access via that. So after this, we'll take a quick peek. But yeah, chaos is afoot on this station. This is kind of where you get kicked off. Life day. Yes, I'm awake in here. Hang on, let me. Oops. All right, much better. Thanks. Why won't it let me move? Oh, there we go. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah. Issued pistol. Neat. Way ahead of you, droid. The great glowing energy ball of victory, says Stan Blackroyd. That's right. You are captive aboard an Imperial space station. You must find a way out. Destroy the door panel C-3PO has asked you to destroy. Okay. And this is another thing that they really introduced, was this whole having menu missions like this. Other than like it was doing theme parks originally. I gained a level! Oh my God, it's Chewbacca and Han Solo! Soy face and R2-D2. I forgot they added voice work. Oh, you know what? I should probably mute the ski resort sound. There we go. Oh no, Imperial forces! I won't join, I swear. I did! Hang on, I gotta loot them. Hopeful trinket. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Aw, damn it, it's gonna get me for this, isn't it? So yeah, that was one of the big things that Sony Online SOE was touting with this. We are going to make the Star Wars Galaxies more Star Warsy and iconic. And it became certainly a meme among some of us of just being just like the whole more Star Warsy. But yeah, you can get your own YT-1300. Oh my God, Darth Vader! No, there's one more I have to blast. There we go. Qui-Gon saying this looks really fun. For what it is, it's not bad. Like, I still prefer the older gameplays, but because I love the Terrace Kasi play style is always my favorite, and then the ability to switch between so many different classes. Whenever I hear this music, I always think of Shadows of the Empire before I think of like any of the movies, even though that's exactly what it's all from. But yeah, they did try to revamp Star Wars Galaxies to, I mean, kind of a precursor to what Star Wars The Old Republic brought about. This is your chat interface. Use the interface to communicate, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. How do I just turn it on? Let me turn off all music, ambient volume, effects volume. I think that should be fine. Qui-Gon says, I ordered Shadows of the Empire novel as well for the Force Unleashed book. I recently got through. I was so glad. I've read the book before for Shadows of the Empire. Love it to death. I love that they finally did an unabridged version of it on Audible for Shadows of the Empire. And man, with the going through that book again, I forgot how creepy Shizor was. My only gripe with that audio book is that they did not use the same soundtrack as they did from Shadows of the Empire. I think that was a big misstep. Otherwise, it was still fantastic. And I finally went through the Force Unleashed book, both of them. I went through both, but I did those through the audiobooks. Not bad. Definitely adds more detail to what went on for old Star Killer Galen Merrick there. Little extra context here and there. And I mean, books are generally considered the canon, so it was good. They weren't bad. I'm just trying to think of anything else just to kind of comment on those books, but they it did a serviceable enough job. I just still think they're just so. I'm just so iffy on them. Just that those games in general too. Just because I love Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy for lightsaber combat and stuff. It just when they turned it to a hack and slash basically, I was like, eh. Some of the physics in it were great and all, but it didn't live up to what they were certainly advertising to. But at least force choking and throwing around stormtroopers was fun. Hey, Static, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing well this morning. Okay, back to Han Solo here. Thanks, but who are these friends? What? Oh, a lot of money to bust me out of all people. Wow, I feel so special. I suppose I have to work for your friends now. Yes, I do. I need them credits, yo. All right, then. Who's willing to pay me around here? No. Do you have a contact for me? I'll go there now. And now I get my Jedi training polearm. And this is where they kind of put the polearm, the other kind of melee classes too, it seems. These maps are not very easy to follow, and they never got any easier sometimes. But that's why I guess they also gave you the blue light to hold your hand and lead you to where you needed to go. Some training droids, eh? Hello, old man. Hey, there's something familiar about you. You have a connection to the Force, do you not? Yes. I was sent to you by Han Solo. You were sent to me? Indeed. But not necessarily by Han Solo. Our paths were meant to cross. Disregard anything negative Captain Solo may have mentioned about the Force. You have awakened the power within yourself. You are strong, but you need to learn control. I beg your pardon. I can feel your inherent power flowing from you. However, your control needs work. Power can lead to darkness, if not controlled. Dark side is a terrible place to tread. I see. I hope you do. Anger makes one dangerous, even for those that are not as strong in the Force as you are. I'd like you to go to the cantina and talk to the guard there. I sense much turmoil from him. Oh, well, you know who I'm talking about. Okay, cool. What have you given me here? You've given me some stuff. So quest acceptance. Oh, you will receive all the items once you do this. Okay, cool. You, angry one. Angry card ass. Hey, go away. I don't want to talk to anyone. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? There are pirates in the lower holds, wild creatures in the atrium, and nothing is being done about it. My sister was killed because of it. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. It's terrible what happened to her. Yes, that's enough to upset anyone. Yes, good. Give in to your anger. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, you think? No one on the station cares, and no one will drop those invaders out in an airlock. I will. If something isn't done soon, I'll be forced to take control of the situation myself. I have a disruptor rifle, and I found a room below. They'll pay. Oh, God. I guess you should do something about it. Or would she want you to become a murderer? I mean, I guess that's an honest question. I think she would understand she was... Uh-oh. Would she want you to put the station in more danger? No, but would she want you to become as monstrous as her kill? Oh God, here we go. I talked him down. Very good. That guard will be fine. When he allows time to heal his grief. Now I want you to use your skills to destroy 7 troublesome droids on the lower level. Notice that disabling them does not disrupt the flow of the Force. Oh, okay. So long as it doesn't disrupt the flow of the Force. I think he said down. Down we go. Loot. There's nothing to take. Worthless droid? So I guess it's just destroying any of these droids. Any of the droids that I can fight. Okay. Yay! Here is the character sheet that has not changed since those previous versions of the game, at least. Other than adding, I think, like the skill mods here. And the Galactic Civil War was there. But otherwise, it's all the same stuff. And then you do get more. You get the collections that you can eventually start going through. And that was some of the stuff that I picked up with even the shards, these chronicle relic shards. I forget, because you can like stack them and get certain objects out of it. So also, let's see, there is So you still got your commands. Favor of the Elders, which is kind of like a little buff, and I think because I put in that I was from a previous Star Wars Galaxies server, so they give you that little the Elder buff was for anybody that was transferring over that were still in Star Wars Galaxies before the switch from the combat upgrade server to the new game enhancements. Before they did that, so they gave you that Elder buff. But otherwise, all the little macros there. Let me put on that nice little buff. It's not much, but it's something at least. Okay, profession, here we go. So here you get to see all the different phases, what you'll eventually earn through the different from leveling up. Wow, Force Run isn't until level 18? Jeez. But you do get your different stances for Jedi. You get a Force Crystal eventually. I'm trying to remember when you get... So the Jedi Initiate robes is at level 22. My first generation lightsaber I'll get at level 30. Oof, okay. Destroy them, droids! Use the elevator to go to the main level. Okie dokie. You have done well. Now you must learn the delicate balance of life and death. Go to the atrium and kill 7 tank mites. Okay. I got some pants. What are these pants? Constitution +1. Sure, why not? Nice thing is, too, is at least they gave you the option early on to have your appearances for your equipped gear and your what are they? Oh, God, I just saw the name too. Appearance. So you can have appearance in your equipment, and so you can have the look that you like and not have to worry about it. So also at least can give you the LARP too. If you've got the Jedi robes, you can still dress regularly and not have to be looking like you're a Jedi running around, especially in this era of Star Wars when there's not supposed to be Jedi running around in Jedi robes. All right, where are these tank mites? That is kind of the only thing about it, though, is that the Legends server does have quite the community that's still involved, still playing it quite often. Like, they at least have, like, 200, 300, 400 people playing. They've had a maximum of, like, 2,000 to 4,000 players at one given time or another. So that is kind of the thing. If you're looking for a populated server, this one is certainly that. I love that they still have the old jank. All right, there's the mite. Oh no, yeah, there's these mites. And before I'd want to like harvest them and stuff like that, but now I just don't feel that urge to do so. Did you feel the ebb and flow of the life force? Now I want you to take on more difficult foe. Do not be discouraged. If you fall temporarily, be patient and persistent and kill the tank mite queen in the atrium. Oh, yes, sir. Sure, I'll loot it. I'll harvest its meat. Yay! Okay, now I have the Jedi focus. Activates all Jedi combat statistics. Boom. Just kind of move those around really quick. There we go. There we go. I destroyed you all. And I do know you can add some game mods to this server too. I think there's like some either some combat upgrade pre-CU animations you can get added. Some texture mods and stuff like that too. But weirdly, like, I don't mind the way things look. Back to the main level. Here, go talk to the old man again. Very good. Understanding shines in your eyes. You have the seeds of greatness within you. Remember to temper that with understanding and control. I will try. If you merely try, you will fail. You must do. Everything is a choice. Choose to do. Do not choose to try. Well, okay. What should I do now then? You should return to Han Solo. Okay. Oh, so so I do get Padawan robes. Gotcha. Cool. Neat. There we go. Now I got my Padawan robes. But as I said, I will equip appearance. What is the arc band even? Agility +1. Finally crafted bracelet. This item will increase your defense and melee. Okay. Yeah, let's keep the metal band. That one looks cooler. Equip appearance. There we go. Now I look more like a roughneck. Okay. Back to Han Solo. Wait, am I going the wrong way? I was going the wrong way, apparently. My bad. All right, Solo, what do you want now? At least he has a voice. Well, shit. And what's the problem? Sure, why not? I'll go now. Always gotta get that damn Millennium Falcon working. Jesus. Can I help you? I have a list of these ship parts that I need to fix a YT-1300. I should be able to sell them to you. It's a YT-1300, you say. You wouldn't happen to be talking about the Millennium Falcon, would you? Yes. then your money isn't any good here. I won't supply you with anything. What? Then how am I supposed to get off the station? That's not my problem. Go bother someone in the cantina or something. What a dick. Well, okay then. I think there was something else I forgot to show off too, which Chronicler. Okay, so the Chronicler is those parts that I saw, the little shards that I showed off. But there's something else. No, that's the data pad. That's just that. Character. No, that's that. Because there is maybe that's just what comes later once I do level up enough, is that you do eventually get to pick where to put certain points for either light side or dark side combat abilities. So like they already kind of said, the Jedi is a tank, the dark side is the DPS, the damage per second. I just could have sworn. Here's the appearance tab. Oh, there we go. The appearance tab, so you can make your character look the way you want while still wearing the gear that you need to get your stats up. Weird. Like I said, I could have sworn it was part of that. Quest builder. So yeah, oh yeah. Through the relics is where you get to build your own quests and stuff like that. I've never really done that before, but it's available to you if you want. Yes. I'm a friend of Han Solo. I need to know what's going on. Ah, yes, Solo. He should leave the station soon. Not only is he unwelcome by some here, but he's hunted. He's being hunted. Hunted? In the corner there. No, don't look. Is a bounty hunter by the name of Boba Fett. He's part of the reason why Solo won't find any solace here. But he's a bounty hunter. Why doesn't he just pick Solo up? He doesn't know that Solo is here, just that he is coming. Oh.
Boba Fett?
Boba Fett. Oh, great. Use the elevator to go up to the atrium. Okay, here we go. There we go. Back to the main level. Oh, now I have to go to the lower levels. Great. Get 2 power coupling units from the cargo bay too. Hello. Ah, I'll destroy you. I will be your doom. Oh, you're still shooting me. Okay. Don't mind me. Just taking your credits. That's what you get for messing with me. Tuscan rifle. Oh god, I remember these being broken too when they first launched the whole NGE, and everybody was doing all these missions too. It was frustrating to try and get through it. Hey, a painting, neat. Another painting or a poster, whatever. There we go. It's easy to get turned around sometimes. Get 5 droid motors from the droids in the repair bay. Okay, I just gotta destroy droids. There we go. Gotta go back to the main level now. You know, Solo, if this is all you needed, why didn't you just tell me to do that instead of trying to buy parts from some guy that wasn't gonna give them to you anyways? Like, why bother? Come on. There we go. Yeah, here's the parts. Yes, I want to get off the station. How much time? So didn't you say something about a shipment? Nope. What was it? Oh, friends? Yeah, sure. Oh no. Well, who did you sell it to? Well, thanks for telling me. How do I get to work? Talk to Inaldra's lieutenant and get some work. Tenasari's whatever. Tensari Station could use someone like you to help out. You look like you're looking for work. Can I help you with it? Yes, I want to find some adventure and excitement. Yes, I want to make money. I just want to get off the station and explore the galaxy. No thanks, I'm just looking around. I want to get off the station. How did you arrive? You should talk to the pilot who brought you here. Oh, I guess I can just bypass it? And I thought I had to do those missions. Because yeah, I'd rather just get myself off of this damn station. Because yeah, you can do more missions on this station, be on here for a good bit. I don't know what level it'll take you to though. Oh, so now this will just make me, okay, now that I just ran it back in a loop. I could have just said, let's get off this damn station, but probably just for showing off the server, that's maybe what I should do is to do the missions. Hey. Oh, we're already at a little over 2 hours. Okay. I want to find some adventure and excitement. Ah, yes. Well, there are several people who need help with tasks at Station Gamma. What would you like to do? So you could do Frelka got hurt, treasure hunting. Agent Farley looks mysterious. I want to check that out. Yasana needs help finding someone in Station Gamma. I'll provide it. It's always good to have a doctor like Aja Sen around. I'll help her. Or Garrick needs a courier? Sounds interesting. Yeah, let's go with the doctor. You know, doing that whole Jedi helping thing. That's an excellent plan. Here's the location. Okay. But I think you can go down the list of people to help. Hello, Fractured Filter. I have a request for you, if you have the time. Sure. I needed to go to the Station Gamma and collect DNA from the hostile Rakwa clones there. All you need to do is kill them and get blood samples. I'll need a few different blood type samples. I'll head over there now. Gathering evidence. Yeah, I think that's, you're just going to be able to start doing all that sort of stuff. And this is the thing, like, with this server, it is a little more involved. Cause like it is, you got the whole story aspect of that's going on here. Unlike the other 2 servers where you just you can get dropped right into everything and start, boom, travel back and forth from Station Gamma. If click OK. You get a little more thrown right into this you are doing the different quests, and especially you get locked into the station for quite a while. A chiss? Oh, bye. Who are you? My name is Tyrell. I'm the local trader for these parts. I sell goods for adventurers such as yourself. Really? What do you have to sell? Stimpack and Tatooine bug juice. Ugh. All right. I know some servers have added chiss for you to select as playable characters, and I think there's some servers too with more custom races than just the chiss. It's interesting what people have done with their emulated servers, but I want to try and keep this under 3 hours, so I think we'll be calling it here. And if you do, and here's what I will be doing too, is I will be putting up a poll for which of the Star Wars Galaxies servers you'd want me to continue playing in, if it's going to be the Legends server, the Combat Upgrade emulator, or the Awakening server. So I'll let everybody kind of vote on that and see how that goes. If not, I'll just maybe flip a coin and pick one at random. It might be this one just because it is, like I say, a little more involved, has the storyline to go through and to take you from planet to planet to planet to planet. And then it'll be kind of the basis for what I continue to play going forward. Otherwise, there's that. And then maybe I'll also do kind of a poll for, which I'll do it on the YouTube channel here, and I'll link it out and onto the different places, either through our Discord or on X, and of course the community posts on YouTube and whatnot. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to kind of mention, but that should be about it for now. Otherwise, yeah, this has been a blast. Set out, exit the game, bada boom.